Welcome back to Kong Mighty Ruler Asu, where we witness the most epic clashes between legendary titans and modern forces. The city sleeps quietly, unaware that deep beneath the surface, ancient forces are stirring, preparing to change the world forever. It starts with a subtle tremor, a warning vibration that signals the approach of something massive, dangerous, and utterly unstoppable. Military radars light up instantly as unidentified signals flood the screen, moving with terrifying speed toward the densely populated urban center. Shadows fall over the streets as the Orc Special Forces arrive, descending from the clouds in their jagged steel war machines. These are not mindless beasts, but a tactical army equipped with advanced weaponry, ready to claim this territory for themselves. Panic spreads like wildfire through the streets as the invaders establish their perimeter, turning the peaceful city into a war zone. Local defense forces respond quickly, deploying heavy tanks and infantry right before the city. The silence shatters as the first shots are fired, turning the intersection into a deadly exchange of steel and plasma. Collateral damage devastating as glass rains down from the skyscrapers, forcing the battle into a chaos frenzy. Suddenly, a roar louder than any explosion tears the wind, freezing every soldier and creature in their tracks instantly. The mighty King Kong reveals himself, stepping out from the concrete jungle, ready to defend his territory from the invaders. He is not alone, as the ground splits to reveal Godzilla, charged with atomic energy and ready for total war. In a twist of fate, these two ancient rivals stand united, facing a common enemy that threatens the entire planet. The Orc Special Forces show no fear, redirecting their massive firepower toward the Titans, confident in their advanced alien technology. Kong leads the charge, his axe absorbing the energy blasts as he sprints toward the enemy with incredible speed. Godzilla unleashes his devastating atomic breath, vaporizing the enemy's front line and sending armored vehicles flying into the air. Advanced drones swarm the Titans like angry wasps, targeting their eyes and weak points with precision laser strikes from above. With primal fury, Kong snatches an enemy gunship from the sky and uses it as a projectile against the attackers. Godzilla's tail becomes a weapon of mass destruction, sweeping across the streets and clearing everything standing in its destructive path. From above, the scale of the conflict is terrifying, and as smoke and fire consume the once vibrant heart of the city, human forces attempt to assist with long-range missiles. But the chaos makes precision impossible, causing even more structural damage. The very foundations of the city tremble as a massive skyscraper, its structure compromised by the battle. Gravity takes over, and the tower collapses, sending a blinding cloud of dust and debris rushing through the urban canyons. Amidst the choking dust, the terrifying glow of atomic energy signals that the king of monsters is far from finished. The invaders reveal their trump card, a massive mechanical walker designed to match the physical strength of the mighty Kong. Kong displays his agility, leaping onto the machine and using his raw power to tear through its heavy metal armor. A massive explosion sends the Titan flying backward, crashing into buildings and leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. The toll is catastrophic, with reports confirming that 40 major skyscrapers have already crumbled under the intensity of this battle. The streets are a graveyard of machinery, with over 500 vehicles crushed and flattened like toys in the chaos. Even the invincible Godzilla shows signs of damage, yet pain only seems to fuel his rage as he advances. Resourceful as ever, Kong improvises a weapon from the wreckage, turning the city's infrastructure against the invading alien forces. The tide begins to turn as the Orc forces realize that their technology is no match for Earth.
Fall back to the ocean! Move!
The two monsters
We're pinned down! Abandon the armor! Get to the skiffs! Hurry!
With a final burst of energy, Godzilla brings down the enemy command ship, ending the invasion in a fiery spectacle. Silence finally returns to the city, but it is a heavy silence, hanging over the smoking ruins of civilization. The battle is won, but the cost is visible in the eyes of Kong as he surveys the devastation around him. There is a moment of profound understanding in the giant's eyes, a flicker of regret for the destruction caused today. Godzilla, satisfied that the threat is neutralized, turns his back on the city and begins his slow return to the sea. Kong lingers for a moment longer, observing the fragile humans who now emerge from their shelters to witness the end. In a surprising gesture of mercy, the Titan chooses peace, carefully setting down debris instead of causing further harm. He turns away from the city he helped save and destroy, walking a lonely path back into the misty wilderness. Inside the halls of power, a fierce debate erupts among leaders about how to handle these godlike creatures moving forward. Some argue for the ultimate solution, demanding the use of nuclear weapons to ensure these titans never threaten us again. But others point to the intelligence we just witnessed, arguing that coexistence is not only possible but necessary for survival. On the streets, humanity begins the long process of rebuilding, showing a resilience that rivals even the strength of titans. A new generation looks upon these creatures not just with fear, but with a sense of awe and complex curiosity. Surveillance shows Kong watching from a distance, a silent guardian who has chosen to spare the world he could destroy. The city will rise again, built stronger than before, living in the shadow of giants, but refusing to be broken. The choice remains ours. Do we pursue a path of total destruction, or do we learn to adapt and coexist? As the sun sets on this new world, the line between monster and protector has become more blurred than ever. But the king of the monsters returns to his slumber, leaving us to wonder when he will rise to fight again. And Kong remains the ruler of his domain, a complex being who proved today that he is more than a beast. But they are not the only ones. The world is changing, and more ancient legends are waking up across the globe. Humanity must now evolve rapidly, using science and courage to prepare for a future where we are no longer dominant. We build monuments to remember this day, not just for the destruction, but for the unlikely alliance that saved us all. The sky is clear once more, but the echoes of the battle will resonate in our history books for generations. Those who fought today know the truth. We survived not by our own strength, but by the mercy of kings. Life finds a way to flourish even in the wake of disaster, proving that hope is the strongest force of all. Lights flicker back on, and the pulse of the city returns, beating strong despite the scars left on its surface. We will always remember the day the earth shook, and the day two monsters became the unlikely heroes of our story. From the ashes of destruction comes a new understanding of our place in this vast and mysterious universe we inhabit. Our planet is fragile, beautiful, and full of secrets that we are only just beginning to comprehend and respect. Perhaps the lesson is not how to destroy our enemies, but how to live alongside forces greater than ourselves. The story of the Titans is far from over, and we will be watching, waiting for their inevitable return. If you enjoyed this epic tale of survival and power, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching Kong Mighty Ruler Asu.